Game 2, Retaking Vierville. And I think what the Americans certainly learned was they had no plan for capturing all the buildings by end of turn 5. And there was no plan for turn 5. They were just shooting and moving and trying to stay unbroken. So I think the Americans have to be more aggressive in moving into the buildings. And the Germans seem fine on the first turn, just running to the buildings. They can't get shot at anywhere unless moving into the building here, I guess. But there's no lines of sight anywhere to these units when they run on here, so it just seems obvious to move into the buildings that they want to capture. End of movement, German turn 1. Just ran up to the buildings. And here's reinforcements, turn 1 for Americans. So here's the victory conditions. No good order German units in those 4 hexes, which I've drawn lines around. End of German turn 1. Now, this one could have shot here and gotten a +3 when they moved in, but I waited until defensive fire and got a +4. Anyway, it wasn't a good roll, so first mistake so far, but there'll be 100 more. End of movement, American turn 1, reinforcements came on. Lots of shooting at each other, lots of shooting at these units when they moved, and they rolled really well because they were getting shot at with 12s. End of American movement, or end of American turn 2, and advanced into the buildings. Americans are going to try and get in the buildings and hold them sooner than the last turn this time. Here's reinforcements for the Germans on turn 2. End of German movement, turn 2. Move these people up to here, they'll advance to here. And as the Americans, I advanced in here last turn, thinking I'd better move closer to the buildings, because last game I just sat back and did nothing, and so of course everyone got broken. But, so. End of German turn 2, lots of shooting back and forth. Americans broke here. One retreated to there, one to there, because this was overstacked if it couldn't go there. Then these broke, all these Germans broke all of them, so that's not good for them. And one of them ELR'd and turned from a 4-6-7 to a 4-4-7 is that one there. So end of turn. Pins come off, and Americans get these along the north edge, so we'll come in here. End of American movement, turn 2. Reinforcements came up, got hit here, fired at from here and here, and these passed at least 3 checks or 2 checks. This guy failed. Broke here. And so the Americans have got 1 square safe. So end of turn 2 for the Americans. Managed to advance up to here next to these. That'll be a real problem. Still in this building. Germans have these reinforcements turn 3. End of movement, German turn 3. These units all rallied. And then they prep fired with a 24 and rolled a 12. And +2 for the building, so nothing happens. These shot pinned 1 unit. These move up to here. And these move up. End of German turn 3. Advanced. These advance up to here, so that building's pretty strong if we get a lot of close combat here. A bunch of these broke. The leader was pinned, so it couldn't retreat to help rally him. So those are probably in real trouble. One of the 467's ELR'd, it's now a 447 here. Another reduction in the Germans. And the Americans get these troops on the north edge. Next turn.